Good morning, dear students. Student of class 9th, today we are going to start the new topic, that is circle. So, in this topic, first we will study some few terms related to circle, and after this, the first level, we just study on some few terms. The next level, we will work on some few theorems based on circle, and after this we will do question based on that theorems. Okay, so this is the one simple way to complete this topic, and might be you're in class 9th, so what the topic, what the term I'm going to explain you, I hope you all know it. So some few terms I just recall you. I may say I'll recall you these terms. So you know the circle. There is one definition which is of circle. What is the definition of circle? So definition of circle is we may be defined as the collection of all points. The collection of all points which are at a fixed distance, from the fixed point. That fixed point is called a center, is called a circle, right? This is the definition of circle. Circle is represented by capital C, and O is the center and R is the radius. C is representing circle, O representing center of circle, and R is the radius, right? So if you see, it is a circle, it is center O. After this, some few terms I am going to explain you. First, you see, it is the periphery of circle. The periphery is called the circumference of circle, right? It is called a circumference. And next, a line segment joining any 2 points of circumference. A line segment joining any 2 points of circumference is called a chord. So it is AB. What is this? This is the chord. Okay? It is chord AB. Line segment joining any 2 points of circumference is called a chord. If it is line segment, not a line. If a line passing through the center, so it becomes a line. If a line passing through the center, right, the line is intersect. So this line is called a secant. So this line I representing the line by L. So the line L is called is secant. I'm not writing the definition, all I have given in the book. Just only I am explaining you all the very simple thing. So I am not writing the definition of all things. Line L is a secant. It is called a secant, right? One another point: if a line passing through one point of a circle, if a line passing through any 2 points, it becomes secant. If a line passing through one point is called tangent. तो आप इसको बोलेंगे tangent. That line is called a tangent. आप इसको नेमिंग कर सकते हैं from BC. That BC is a tangent, right? So BC, line, I represent the line by BC. It is a tangent. Clear? After this, next figure I am drawing here, in which I am explaining you some few terms. So this chord, if a chord passing through a center, is called diameter. It is diameter AB. It is the radius. Clear? After this, that half circle is called a semicircle. So that this region is called a semicircle, half of circle, and some few other terms you see. if you take a one part of circumference, for example, if it is a circle, you take this part, from this part to this part, you take this part is called an arc, right? So this is arc AB. Arc AB, it may be represented by, you write AB here, okay, and draw one this type of arc here. It is called arc AB. It is also you may write this one as in this way, but this way is more appropriate. AB, and you draw one arc above this one, right? Above AB. So it is arc AB. It is, for example, if you're taking this term, it is D here, and write it here. So you will take this arc. It is called arc AED. Arc AED. Okay. So it is arc AB here. O is the center. This region is called a sector, right? This region is called a sector. It is sector. It is a small one, it is a big one. This is called minor sector. It is called minor sector. This is called major sector. Right? Another figure I am drawing here. In the center. This is the chord AB. So now the circle is divided into two parts by this chord AB. This is small part is called minor segment. It is called one segment. These both are segment. The whole circle is divided in segment. The small one is called a minor segment, and the major one is called a major segment. So this is called major segment. Major segment, and this is a minor segment, right? One another thing also you see, for example, you take this region, you let it is a one plane figure, right? And in the plane figure you draw one circle here. So if a point is inside a circle, it is called interior region. This portion is called the interior region. This point is called the interior point. And if a point is outside the circle, this is called exterior. A line that point B lies exterior in an exterior of circle. Exterior point is we can say the B is the exterior point and A is the interior point. This region is called the interior region, and this portion is called the exterior region. Which one is inside and outside? This is a simple thing. So all of the things here you have been heard, you have been studied before this lecture what I am explaining you, and you know it is a radius, it is a diameter. Radius is half of diameter. Okay, it is the half of diameter. After this now class, I am going to start some few questions based on these terms. Okay. After this, after these questions, some fill in the blanks and true false. I'm going to explain you here, and after this I'll start the theorems. And first I'll give you the proving of that theorem, and it is this is the main course of the chapter, that theorems and the question based on that theorem, right? That we will do. Okay. So now, after this, what the fill in the blanks and true false I'm going to explain you. And this is from NCERT class 9 textbook. All other true false and fill in the blanks you write here in your copy and write the answer. I'm going to explain. Alright. Class, I have write down all these fill in the blanks here. So first I'm going to explain you. The center of circle lies in. Actually, the options are given in the question. If you, when you see in the book, the options are given there. Exterior and interior. Center is in interior of circle. So right here, answer is interior. First answer. Second, a point whose distance from the center of circle is greater than its radius lies in dash of the circle. The answer is exterior. If, for example, if you take this is the circle, right, and if you take this point, this distance from center, distance of point A and it is center O is more than the radius. So this point lies is outside the circle. So the answer comes here, exterior of circle. So here comes exterior of circle, right? The next, the longest chord of circle. So you see, this is a figure, and it is also the chord, but this chord passing through the center, and this chord is called a diameter. So the longest chord of circle is a diameter of circle. Okay, third answer. Fourth one, an arc is a dash when its end are the ends of diameter. See this one. It is the one arc. It is also one arc here, right? So, but it is the end of the arc. The end of the arc is the end of the diameter. So this portion is called a semicircle. So here comes a semicircle, half of circle. Okay. Fifth answer. Segment of circle is the region between an arc and dash of the circle. So you see, it is the chord here. This is the arc and this is the chord. Okay, this portion is called a segment. So here comes which terms come here? Chord of the circle. All right. The sixth point, a circle. Actually, in amongst all the six problem, this is the more interesting problem. Number 6. A circle divides the plane on which it lies in how many parts? You have to write the parts. Okay. You see this figure, class. You take it is the one plane I take here, right? It's the one plane I take here. And after this, I draw one circle as in this way. It is the one circle. It is not oval. It's not. It is a circle. So I just read on this figure. So it is a circle, class, right? So if you join in this part here and join this part here, so if you see this plane is dividing into 3 parts. Means that circle divide the plane into 3 parts. This is the first part, second part, and class third part, right? So the answer comes here 3 part. Okay, you have to understand this figure to this question, right? So now class, this fill the blanks is over now, and now I'm going to start the true false. After this, in the same manner, I write the true false here, and also I'll give you the reason if the statement is false. Okay. So now let's start for true and false. Class, there are 6 true and false I written here. The first is line segment joining the center of circle to any point of circle is the radius. The answer is true. Class, the first point is this one. It is a center and it is any point of circle. This segment is called a radius. So it is true first. Second, a circle has only finite number of equal chords. Equal chords, right? So, and what will be the equal chords? Equal chords means if you draw a circle here, right? And this chord, this one, all what the chord I'm drawing here, all are equal to each other, right? And these all chords is a diameter of circle. Okay. So now we can draw infinite chords here. There is no limit. There is no limit here to draw the chords to draw the equal chords. So this is false, and the reason will be a circle has infinite number of equal chords, right? And this is the right statement. Second is if a circle is divided into 3 equal arcs, right? So आपने divide किया, I just divide the whole circle into 3 equal arc. The arc, it is arc first, arc second, it is arc third, right? So all arc are equal to each other. Okay, all arc are equal to each other, and it is mentioned it is asking each is a major arc, right? So this is false. It is false. All arc will be equal to each other, right? The third point. Fourth point, a chord of circle which is twice as long as its radius is a diameter, is a simple thing, right? radius is twice of diameter, so this is true. This statement is true. Okay. And come on, fifth one, the sector is a region between the chord and the corresponding arc. This is false. It will be segment. Class, you see the figure. It is the chord and this is the arc. This region is called a what? Segment, not sector. It is asking, it is mentioned here, sector. So this is false. Okay. Right will be segment. Sixth one. A circle is a plane figure. This is true. Okay. So all are these are the true and false. I explained you. After this, now I am going to explain you some few other things more on circle, which is angle subtended by the chord on a circle. What is the meaning of this statement? What is the explanation of this topic? I am going to explain this topic, right? And after this, one by one, I'll miss here. This is the first exercise, and in this only there are in the blank true false are given there. After the from the second exercise, theorems will be start and question based on theorem will be start. Okay, class. So now let's start for the theorem proving. Class, the next point is angle subtended by the chord at a point, right? So you see, to understand this topic here, this is a topic here, and this theorem is based on this topic. First I'll tell you what is the meaning of this angle subtended by the chord at a point. You later once it is a one circle I write it here, okay? So I draw one chord here, and there are two segments. One is major segment and this point is a minor segment, right? So angle subtended by this chord at this point. So we see this angle subtended by the chord AB, okay? And this point, if I draw one angle here, so we say this angle subtended by the chord, right? So angle आप इस chord पे जो draw आप कर रहे हैं, so we say this angle subtended by the chord. Okay, you understand? Next, if you move on, you draw one circle here. Okay, another figure I am drawing here. So I draw a two chord. One is longer, one is shorter. देखिए, ये shorter है आपका. So this angle subtended by this chord at a center. Okay, and I draw this chord. It's a long one. And now you compare the angle, size of angle with the size of chord. It is chord AB and this is chord CD. You see, chord CD is more than chord AB, right? It is not any theorem. It is not any theorem. It's just only explanation, one observation which is coming from this fact, right? You don't think it is a one theorem, it is a one axiom. No. So it's a one CD and it's a AB. CD is more than. So angle subtended by the chord CD. So which I write here angle COD, and this angle I call it angle AOB. So you will see on measurement you will find out angle COD is more than angle AOB. Why? Because the chord is longer than AB, right? If you take the two chord and if both chords are equal, then what you will get? If both the chords are equal, then the size of angle will be same, right? So if I draw on another figure here, I draw this chord here and this chord here, right? It is AB and this is CD, okay? And I write here AB is equal to CD. बहुत simple explanation का बहुत ध्यान से देखिएगा. Now I just take in here AB is equal to CD and I draw one angle here, one angle here. It is angle AOB. It is angle COD. So now here on measurement, if you do measure out, then you will find out angle AOB is equal to angle COD, right? So it is this theorem is based on this fact. It is mentioned here: equal chords of circle subtend equal angle at the center. This theorem I am going to prove that, right? This theorem, this one I have explained here. Okay, I compare with this two figure. Here in this figure, I take two chords which is unequal to each other. Okay, and we have been seeing the observation. We have been seeing the measurement with the angle. Here in this figure, I take the two chords and both are equal to each other. What we observe, these both angles are equal to each other, right? So now I'm going to explain you one simple. It is a simple proving. It is based on the congruency of triangle. So class, I'm going to state this one. So class, this theorem equal part of circle substance equal angle ऐसा है right? तो देखिए class हमको यहाँ पर given part क्या है? The given part is that AB is equal to CD, right? These both chords are equal. And to prove क्या? What is the to prove part? To prove that angle AOB is equal to angle COD, right? This is a very simple proving class. It is done by side, okay? AO is equal to OC, it is radius. OB is equal to OD, it is radius, and AB is equal to CD, it is given in the theorem. Okay, so by side, both triangle become. You see here, I just taken one in triangle AOB and triangle COD. Right here, AO is equal to OC, it is radius of circle, and OB is equal to OD, it is also the radius, and AB is equal to CD, it is given. Okay, so by side, triangle AOB is equal to triangle COD by side, right? And by simplicity, I write here angle AOB is equal to angle COD. Okay, it is hence proved. It is now hence proved. Okay, the next theorem, it is theorem number 1. Theorem number 2, which states that if the angles subtend by the chord are equal, then the chords will be equal, right? So it is converse of this theorem, and that will be proved by SAS. Okay, देखिए मैं आपको short way में explain कर रहा हूँ. You try this theorem. It is converse of theorem number 1. Converse of theorem 1. Theorem 1 को मैं converse ले रहा हूँ. It is theorem 2. Theorem number 2, which states that मैं इस theorem ले रहा हूँ. इसमें आपने एक सर्किल ड्रॉ किया. आपने इस पे लेट किया कि these are the two chords and the center O, okay, AB and CD. Angle AOB is equal to angle COD. It is given in the question. अब यहाँ पर given क्या है? यहाँ पर जो given part है angle AOB is equal to angle COD, right? So आप to prove क्या करेंगे? Proving में देखिए angle AOB is equal to angle COD. It is given. And AO is equal to OC, this is the radius of circle, and OB is equal to OD, it is also the radius, right? So we can say that by side, right? SAS, not side by side, SAS, side angle side. Triangle AOB is equal to triangle COD by side angle side, right? And by CBCD, AB is equal to AC, right? After this, now I am going to start the question based on these two theorem. Okay, equal angle subtend, equal chord subtend equal angle at center, and if the angle subtend at center by the chord are equal, then the chords will be equal. Okay, so now let's start the problem based on these two theorems. Class, in the next exercise, there are the two questions given there, which is based on the two theorem what I explained just before, right? Theorem number 1, equal chords of a circle substance equal center, equal angles at the center, and the next one is converse of the first one, right? Both the question, right? The question number 1, if we just read out carefully, two circles are actually class. If the two equal chords and angles subtend by two equal chords of a circle at the center, That will be same, right? So if we just theorem may be stated in one circle or in maybe some other two circle. Okay, this question is saying two circles are congruent. What is the meaning? The meaning is that the center here the radius are same. We let two circle of same radius. This is called a congruent circle. Okay, if they have the same radii, if they have the same, the radius is same, we have to prove equal chords of congruent triangle. Okay, subtend equal angle at adjacent. This is the first theorem class. I have been straight you. Okay, just on there's a little bit change. One that is you draw two different circle of same radius, right? You have to take two circle of same radius. The R is same of both the circle, center O and center O, and we have to prove the equal subtend by this equal chords will be same. It is a two chord and the chord AB and chord CD. Okay, it is mentioned there. We have to prove angle AOB equal to angle COD. Just only I am explaining you. You try this question as what I explained you in the first theorem. Okay, in that manner you can try this. You can do this question. It is mentioned there. Okay, man, just only the proving part I am doing here. Okay, the first part. First proving I am doing here. AB is equal to CD. It is given in the question. The first thing. Second, both are the congruent triangles. The circles are congruent if they have the same radii. Means the radius of both the circles are same. So I write AO is equal to OC, and radii are same. Okay, it is the radius of circle, and OB is equal to OD. Right? It is also the radius of circle, and this is also same. Okay, so by side AOB is equal to COD side by CPCT angle AOB is equal to angle COD. Okay, it is hence proof. It is by CPCT. It is by CPCT. Another question over. This is the first. First proving. Come on the second one. Second proving state that there are the two circles in the same way. Okay, and the mention is that the radius of both the circles are same. Both are the congruent triangle. Congruent circle, and it is called AB. It is called CD. It is O. Right? It is mentioned here. AOB is equal to angle COD. I am doing only the proving here. Angle AOB is equal to angle COD. First, right here in triangle AOB and triangle COD. Okay. In which the congruency which to be applied, that triangle also to be mentioned in the starting bar. So angle AOB is equal to angle COD, and AO is equal to